Hello class 10. Today we are going to learn about the Union Parliament. In the first video I have shared what Parliament is all about. So by now we have an idea that Parliament is a place where the legislature makes laws. So in which area they are making laws. So to understand this, we have to understand the system of government. So in this entire world, most countries are following federal form of government or unitary form of government. So these are the features of federal form of government and unitary form of government. But India is following something which is, mixture of both federal and unitary form of government. Pure form of federal government is being practiced by the US and unitary form of government is practiced in China. In US, two level of government is there, central and state. So do we have. This is a federal feature which we are having. And unitary, only one central government that China is having. There is no division of power between state and center in China. So you can see that we are not completely federal government or unitary government. So what is the term we are using? We are using this quasi-federal. You have already learned this term in class 9. What is quasi-federal? Our constitution is a unitary state with subsidiary federal features rather than a federal state with subsidiary unitary features. So it's a mixture of both federal features as well as unitary features that makes the quasi-federal government. So let me show you a video that will make things more easy.
Let's first have a look at the unitary structure of the government. In a unitary system, the power is centralized in a central government authority. A unitary system is governed constitutionally as one single unit with one law-making authority. The law-making authority, that is, legislature, is created by the constitution. All power in this system is top-down. The legislative power or the law-making power, the executive power or the law-implementing power, and the judicial power, that is the law interpretation power, is concentrated in the central government authority. The local governments, the smaller governments, are created only to administer the policies and laws which are made by the central government authority. The smaller local governments don't have an option not to follow the decisions of the central government. In a unitary system, the central government authority may create or alter powers and the territories of the smaller governing bodies. A federal government, on the other hand, has distribution of power at the central level and the state level. In other words, the legislative power, the executive power, and the judicial power is split between the central government authority and the local governments. In a federal system, more autonomy is given to the local governments to manage their affairs. This world map.
So now we will understand the system of government. So there is a division of power between state and center. So there are three types of list or subjects under which the central or the parliament has the right to make laws, and there are certain areas where the state have the right to make laws. Then comes the concurrent list where both union and state union and state can make laws. Okay, so whenever there is a dispute in this area or in one subject, like in education, where you see there is a disagreement between the union and the state, then whose opinion is going to be upheld? Obviously it's union or the central government. That makes it a unitary form of government. So this is the reason why I have told you that India is quasi-federal, because in federalism it is divided, right? The power of union is different, the power of state is different. But when it comes to the concurrent list, the entire style or entire behavior becomes unitary in nature, where the center is having more power. Okay, so I hope you have understood the entire thing.